So what you're going to do is you're going to select any center square. In this case, we'll pick orange. Now what I want to do is that center square, I want to surround it with the opposite side color middle squares. So I'm going to use this as the sign for middles because, okay, so the opposite side color is red. So what I want to do is find the red middle squares and put them surrounding the center orange. So now I have a center square, orange, surrounded by the opposite side color, middle squares. Now, one thing to recognize about the cube is you have middle squares, and they only have two colors on them. You also have corner squares. The corner squares, those have three colors on them. Why is this important? Because you don't want to focus on the corner squares. You only want to focus in on the middle squares when you're searching. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of techniques to finding how to get that middle square into place. For example, one of the things that you're going to find is that sometimes the square that you're looking for is stuck. So what I have to do is I have to position it. I have to move it one time and then position it so that I can put it in place. You have to do that. Turn to the side and then up. The other thing is sometimes you'll find that the opposite side color is on the opposite side, meaning what you want to do is you want to line it up so that it's in the same area where you have a missing red square. One other thing that's helpful when you're looking for the middle squares is to keep a finger on the center square that you have. In this case, we have orange. So if I continue to have my finger there, when I go search for the other colors, I can remember where I started. Otherwise, it can look like this. And you just get frustrated. Wow, that was a lot of information, and perhaps you're feeling a little overwhelmed. That's normal. I just gave you 27 pieces of information, and the average person can learn about 3 to 7 pieces of information at one time. So this next learning technique, it's called chunking. Okay? Taking the information, 1 piece, 2 pieces, 3 pieces, all the way up to 7, chunking it, learning that, and then going on to the next. Maybe this page will help you out. It's a good visual of what's going to be happening. Remember, you only have to get the flower on one side, not all 6. Okay? If you don't have the explanation, I have a 20-page document that I can send you. Just email me and ask me for this. I also have the 6 patterns on one page. I can send you that as well. So chunking is the learning technique. And what is the life technique? I have a speech about dreaming, and maybe you think that your life, I'm too far behind. I made the wrong choices in life. Now, don't accept that. Once you take ownership of your life, you can accomplish what you want. My sister, she started dreaming at 31 years old when she had finished 2 years in prison. Today, she's an author of a book called And Life Continues, and she travels the country as a speaker. You can do what you want. You just really have to start dreaming. And in that speech, I'll explain some techniques about how to get the most of that dream. So for this lesson, it's get the flower. Now, our next lesson, the next learning technique I'm going to discuss deals with a specific type of repetition. My suggestion is that you do this 5 times. Get the flower 5 different times before you go on to the next lesson. See you in lesson 3.